Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I have been messing around with some slow stitching again and the idea sort of came basically because I have this roll of burlap or Hessian or Hessian depending on where you come from, that's been sort of hanging around and it actually has started to fray. I've trimmed a lot off it because it was driving me nuts. I thought, you know what, let's just use it. Then of course it was, well, how? Well, what I decided was if I reinforce the edges with some zigzag stitch, then I should be able to make some little embellishments. So this is what I've been up to. And what I was thinking is if you put a piece of cardstock or even paper, book page, anything you want to get rid of, on the back, you can then use them for embellishments in journals. You could use them on card fronts. You could use them as little pockets in your in journals, anything like that. Just a page decoration. In fact, if you're just using it as a page decoration, you could just glue it straight down. Wouldn't really advise using it as a journaling card simply because they are a bit thick in parts and it'd be hard to write on it. But I'll just show you these and then I'll just make one, maybe two, just to show you how I did them, although I'm pretty sure you'll be able to figure it out. So as you can see, I've just layered the fabric, did some slow stitching. This one's got some little French knots just around, just a couple of them, and some straight stitch, and just I've sewn the half a doily on, and a little charm with a bow. The charm says "Maybe Love." So that's that one, and as you can see, I did zigzag around all the edges, so it should not come undone. Look, some of it did fray a little bit, and I just chopped it off. So that was that one, and then there's this one. So you can see I've added some little charms to them, not all of them, but some of them. And I will put pictures at the end so you can actually see them closely if you'd like. This one, now this trim, this is, I picked this up from an op shop a while ago. Just grab it, it's absolutely awesome. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And no kidding, $2 it was, and it says 5 feet, which I don't know what that is, but look at that. That is just absolutely amazing. I thought that had to be the bargain of a lifetime for me. Absolutely love it. So you'll be seeing that in a few projects coming up, I'm sure. So that was my bargain. Alright, so there's that one, and I did some cross stitch on that one down there to hold that piece down. This one I did not do any hand stitching or tacking stitch or anything like that. I just pinned it and did the sewing, and there's some little crosses there as well. And this one, very simple. And this one, just using some off-cut bits of fabric. And this one's got a slightly bigger charm. And this one. And you will notice, I think this one needs another charm actually. I'm thinking I should put a third leaf in the middle, so I might find one. But as you can see, they're just assortment bits of fabric. This one's got chain stitch down there, French knots there, some little crosses here, and this is actually loose. So that's that one. And you can see I have coordinated the fabrics a little bit as well. Alright, so how you do it, very simple. All you need to do is reinforce the sides with a zigzag stitch. Use a fairly large zigzag stitch, and then I just did, as you can see, 2 rows here so that I can cut in between like so, which gives me my pieces. And you can make them any size you like. There we go. So you just end up with something like that. And all these loose bits, you just trim them off. Alright, so I've just picked out some fabrics. I've got some oranges. I don't work with orange a lot, so I thought I'd grab some. And a lot of my fabrics are square simply because for some reason I got a whole bunch of, I guess they're patchwork pieces from an op shop. So a lot of them are cut into squares. So somebody went through a big clean out and got rid of all their patchworking squares. So what I've done is I've picked out the orange for these ones. So obviously I want that flower, but not necessarily everything around it. So, and I'm thinking maybe I should go with some triangles. Let me see, might just cut. This one looks like it's the fabric would unravel very easily, so might have to do something around the edge on this one. Is that too big? Where's there a slightly bigger one? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I might just trim a bit more of the blue off. And these little scraps you can use either on your slow stitch bits or a snippet roll, which I think I need to do because I have lots of little bits at the moment. Okay. Just cut a strip that can go in there like so, and I'm thinking, as I said, I'd like a triangle. What if I cut that like so? Okay, yep. Now pins, I have a few pins here, not too many. I love this little magnetic pin holder thingy. I have plans on making a pin cushion in a cup. I've got the cup, that's as far as it's gone. I think I'll have to find somebody's instructions online. Alright, I might just trim that little bit off now. Okay, and I think that's just got normal cotton, but I think I might just go straight on with this straight stitch or the running stitch. I'm just looking for a needle that's got a point, and yep, we'll be able to thread this. This is just a Ruby 10, I think it's crochet cotton. This is another thing I just picked up from an op shop a while ago. It's amazing how many of these people drop off at the op shop. Maybe they have good intentions and buy heaps of them and never use them. Alright. Now just let me untangle this a bit. Okay. Alright, so I start in between the two layers, and I think I'll just go straight across, and I try to get even stitches, but doesn't always work. And I try to make sure I catch the edges of things too. So I might just bring the camera up a little bit more if I can. There we go. Now I'm going to have to remember to drop it down again later. So you can see I've just done a running stitch. So in, out, and now I'm going to turn the corner a little bit. About there. And now for my second row. Now I'm trying to line up the stitches to a point. They're not going to be perfect. Trick is not to pull your cotton too tight as well so that it puckers up. Probably should only do one stitch at a time, but oh well. And turning again. So, how is everybody? I hope you're all good. Getting lots of crafting in. It's weather's nice, not too bad today. It's quite cooler than it has been. Thank goodness. I was getting really sick of the really hot days we were having there for a while. It was just too hot to do anything. And don't like running the air conditioner all day. I really don't. I know the people behind, sort of diagonally behind me, they have a double-storey house. So I imagine that the second floor is very hot. Their air conditioner is running non-stop. It's probably been running non-stop for 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure if it's running today, but the last few days it has been. Now I'm thinking I might actually might leave that one, put this, sew this first and then pop that on. Oof, that was a bit tough. Yeah, so I'd hate to have their electricity bill, because mine's bad enough as it is. Don't know if anyone else in, well, Victoria, I don't know the rest of Australia, but our energy prices are just skyrocketing. It's just, I don't know what's going on. And it's one of those things, you know, you can minimise where you can, but you need your cooling and your heating. I know they didn't have cooling in the old days, but I swear the weather's hotter now than it ever used to be. And let's face it, we're not as tough as we used to be either. I would like an air conditioner in my bedroom though. It's when it's hot, it's really bad to sleep. And if you don't get a good night's sleep, I'm sure you all know it's not good for anybody. And I'm not the best sleeper anyhow, so I don't need any reason not to be sleeping. Although I have been better lately, I must confess, which has been good. Now I'm going to have to do something about that bit there. It's a little bit, it's not sewing down as well. Alright. Now these are just very simple, even if you're not a sewer. Very, very simple. I'm just going to do a couple of back stitches into that Hessian at the back. Now, okay, a couple more and then I'll finish that. And as you can see, I've got a bit of a, whoops, so I'll chop that off. And that one can come off. Alright, so I'm thinking, how can I put this one on? Just sew it over the top, I think. Might try and do a blanket stitch. Okay, so I need to cut the cotton and move it. Oh, no, I won't move it. I'll just cheat a little bit and run it under the back. There we go. Now, I'm not sure how this will work because it being not exactly the edge. I'm not very good at blanket stitch, so bear with me. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do it than I do it, but that's the way I do it. Whoops. Okay, so what I do, I have the cotton to the left because I'm right-handed, poke it through to the back, then I make sure that it's hooked under the needle as I pull it up. And you will see a loop like so. And I hope you've been able to see what I'm doing. I haven't even been looking in the camera. So I'm going to hook that up, and there we go. So hook that up. There. Okay, now turning the corner. Might just come back up here and start again. Oh, that was my stomach. Must be getting lunchtime. Okay. And so that's what's happened there. Now I'm thinking I might just go under and come back up the front here and just do a running stitch along the front. Okay, that corner I'm not happy with. I might have to go back and sew that down. Okay, this now I'm thinking might just do some French knots here just to fill up the space. Okay, there we go. So I poke that through. I wrap the cotton around 3 times. Poke it back down almost in the hole, hold that and pull it through. If your eye of the needle's too big, it makes it tricky though. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, okay, so just finish this bit off at the back. Okay. Alright, so that's that one, like that. Oh, I keep putting it in the wrong spot. Hopefully I haven't missed most of it. Now I did have some little butterfly charms which I thought might be nice on this one because of the flower. And I've picked 3. Oops, I'm caught. Because, well, things look better in 3. So I'm thinking like that, actually. Yep, okay, now I'm going to use normal cotton for this, so got one threaded. Okay. Now just do a few stitches there, hold that end down, okay, and through the loop. Oops. So I'm just coming up through the loop and down the side. Well, one more, so that was 5. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is just shoot across to that corner, just underneath, and sew that corner down. It's bugging me. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go to the middle, so just shoot across underneath again, and about there, I think. Where did that other butterfly? This one's slightly different, but I don't think that matters. Now I need it to be a bit more over that way, so I'll just pull it over that way a little bit. Again, up through the middle, hope you can see that, and down there. Look, if you're a perfectionist, you know, you probably have issues with fraying edges and all that sort of thing, but actually it's funny, initially when I started doing it I did. But you know what, it's part of the charm of it, I think. Alright, so that one's done. Now we'll move down to here for the 3rd one. Alright. And look, if you don't like fraying edges, then by all means sew over them, you know. Oh, didn't come up the middle there. Oh well. Guess it doesn't matter as long as it's looped over. And look, there are a couple of variations that did come to mind. You can put some words on, stamp on some fabric, some words and sew them on, something like that. There we go. So that, oh sorry, I've moved again. That's that one. So that didn't take long at all. I sat in front of the television and did them the other night. Well, last night it was actually, but so there's that one. Now let's have a look. I do have some yellow here, and what I thought I would do is have the black of this with the yellow of that, and of course has to have the bees because the bees seem to be the focal image of it all. So I'm thinking something like this with the bee in the corner. No, okay. It's going to have to be square. Okay, yep. And I might just come down a little bit. If I can, come on. Doesn't want to. Alright, and alright, so I'll have that there. Maybe that way, that there, and the bee there. So that's what that one will look like. Okay. Alright, now I'm just thinking I might just pin it down again. That pin's got glue on it, I think it's a bit sticky. And that one, like so. Alright, okay. Some of the others I did use a different colour thread, but I didn't bring all my embroidery threads with me. They're in the lounge room. There's the needle. Okay, similar again. I think I'll just sew across or up. Might go up this time, and I might start at the back this one because the corner on the other one annoyed me. Okay, so just in and out, and we're at the end. Should chop those off, might make it easier. Maybe. Don't want to chop the whole thing off though. Okay, I think I did chop it a little bit, but it'll be fine. There we go. Alright, so just in and out again. Okay, this time I'm going to catch the bee. do have to do a video on my tags that I've been doing for the handmade slow stitch challenge. I've done a couple more. Not sure actually how many I've done. I'm up to, I think it's number 7 maybe. It's I've done the hexy one, I've done the fly stitch one, it's the bullion stitch, French knot, and the other one, whatever the other one was, pistol stitch. So that's the one I'm up to. Not very good with the bullion stitch, I must say. The other's pretty easy, but I've always had trouble with it. I don't know, and I don't think I'm the only one either actually. Alright, I'm just wondering, should I go straight through the bee? I have there, so maybe I will. Sorry, bee. Oh, I don't want to. I think I'll skip and go up to here. Because the white thread just sort of goes through it, it will, I think it'll distract from the picture. It's a bit thick here, I've got 3 layers plus the Hessian. Okay, and I went really crooked there. Okay, why is it caught? There we go. Yeah, I think I might just undo that a little bit and go back. Easy enough. Now I was really hoping I had a bee charm, but I don't, which was a little sad for me actually, because I thought perfect bee charm, but no, don't have one. So I don't know, might have to be just a flower or something that resembles a flower. Okay, just make this a little short stitch and scoot along to there. Whoops. For those people who have been following me, my vegetable garden's looking a bit sad now. The warmer weather, I think, has had an impact. I've been getting tomatoes, strawberry tomatoes, I wish, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers, silver beet, and the beans are now ready to pick. I do have potato plants too, but because the potatoes obviously grow underground, I actually don't know when they're ready. So I might have to just pull a couple up and see. I have a feeling that they take a lot of time, but I don't know for sure. So if you know how long potatoes take to grow, please let me know, because I have no idea. Alright, so that's that. Very simple, that one. Just get rid of that. Now what could we do to tizzy that up a little bit? Some lace might be nice. Let's have a look. White. My lace drawers, well, one of my lace drawers, one off, is right next to me, but you can bet it won't have any white. Oh, there's some, but it's, yeah, I think that might be just a bit big, and it's also very stretchy. Okay, oh, that's white. Here we go. Let's have a look. Just, where could we put that? Maybe across there. Yep, we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, I like that. Have I got enough thread in that? No, okay. Now I could use the normal cotton actually, but no, we'll use this one. Now, I always struggle with getting the right side of this stuff. I think it's that way. Alright, I'm thinking running stitch across the top and running stitch across the bottom, in and out of the little holes. Should not take long at all. Yeah, I might just make a little bit of a stitch there, and now back up here and across here. Alrighty, so we're up to the last bit, so I might just go up here. Alright, so that's that bit. What I do at the back, I just back stitch over into the Hessian. Alright. Now charm, this bag of charms here, but this one was, I don't know, I got it off Amazon, I think. Yeah, must have been an Amazon one. But they weren't, I don't think, excessively expensive. This I bought, would have been last year, I think, during lockdown. Alright, I'm thinking, actually, a flower might be useful. I've got a rough edge on my nail. No, it's too big. I don't want anything that's going to overpower the bead. So, what's that one there? Maybe that one. There's an octopus. There's a little screwdriver. Oh dear, it's sort of an assortment pack. There's a cactus, flowers, music note. Interesting mix pack. Oh, alright, so I might just use this thread, the crochet cotton, and it's going there. So oops, picked up the other pin or needle. I've caught the cotton, that's what's going on. Huh. Okay. And a hair, and goodness me. Alright. Done. Okay, so that's that one as well. Now I hope I have been on the screen most of the time. That's the problem with having the camera so close. It's hard to gauge where you actually need to work. Alright, I do have a couple more to go, but I won't do them on camera because the video will be too long and you'll be bored. So I will do them and put a photograph at the end. I've got some neutrals here to use, and I've got some purples here, so I'll do those and pop the photos at the end. But thank you very much for joining me. I hope it gave you some ideas how to use some of this stuff. It is pretty cheap from your cheapy shops anyway, and of course it doesn't have to be on a roll. You could have a piece of it that you could cut up. Alright, thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.